Welcome to our video of the day, The Arts in Brantford and Brant County in honor of Museum Month, presented by Brant Museum and Archives. Brantford Art Block was a community arts organization that sought to foster the artistic and creative potential of Brantford. They helped local artists of all ages and skill level, giving them opportunities to showcase their work in accessible venues. They worked with all types of artists in all mediums. They could become an art studio, music venue, art gallery, or a poetic reading space. The Glenhyrst Art Gallery of Brant is a public art center for all citizens of Brantford, Brant County, and Six Nations. It displays contemporary art exhibits, hosts exhibitions, workshops, classes, and garden tours. The building Glenhyrst Gardens lies on a 16-acre plot on the banks of the Grand River. Glenhyrst was purchased by Edmund Lister Cockshut in 1914 from the Stratford family. All the gardens were landscaped by Edmund before the construction of the house. During his life, Edmund opened up his home to all, allowing visitors to enjoy his garden, attend outdoor plays, and view his private art collection. Upon his death, Edmund bequeathed the property to the city of Brantford with the condition that it would be used as a cultural center. The Brantford's Ladies' College and Conservatory of Music began in 1874, making it one of the first conservatories in Canada. Alexander Graham Bell was a frequent audience member to its many concerts. It would change names in 1900, becoming the Brantford Conservatory of Music. It was also the founding home of the Royal Canadian College of Organists. The Schubert Choir of Brantford was an internationally acclaimed choir led by Henry K. Jordan. Pictured here are the members of the choir performing in the Eaton's Auditorium in Toronto in 1933. Henry Jordan came to Brantford in 1902 as Director of Music at Brant Avenue United Church. In 1905, he formed the Schubert Choir of Brantford, which performed at the Sanderson Centre and went on to international acclaim, including performing in the 1939 World's Fair in New York City. Another professional choir from Brantford was the Canadian Choir of Brantford. They would travel internationally for competitions and performances. The photo on the right is taken in 1930 in Blackpool, England, where they were competing in a choral competition. Brant County has always been filled with various musical groups. On the left is the Brantford Harmonica Club, a musical entertainment group in the late 1880s. On the right is a group of firemen with musical instruments standing in front of fire station Brant Hose Company No. 1. On the left, we have the Gideons Band in 1863. The band was made up of many notable Brantford names, including John Noble, J.Y. and Robert Morton, Arthur Sturgis Hardy, George Wilkes, and John H. Stratford. Many of the band members were Masons and met at the tavern, spending their evenings amusing each other with song and speech, while also performing at many of Brantford's theaters. The image on the right is a flyer from the Brantford Music Club. They originated in 1902 as the Women's Music Club. They first started meeting at a music store where they would sing and play for each other's enjoyment. Other prominent musical groups included the Brantford Musical Society, Brantford Male Chorus, and Brant Balladeers. Military bands were also very common. They say musical talent runs in the family, and in these three cases it appears to be true. First, we have Grace Hastings. Her entire family was known to be very musical, but she was known as Brantford's greatest violinist. Next, we have George Henwood. His entire family was very musically involved, including his father, who was a doctor. But he was known for his glorious baritone voice that thrilled audiences. Lastly, on the right, we have Miss Mabel Stockwell, who was another famous musical family in Brantford. Her family had lots of prominent roles in concert and church work, and were known for being very musically clever. Brant County is so lucky to have housed so many theaters and opera houses during its time. The one pictured here is the Capitol Theatre. It originally opened in 1919 and was known as the Temple Theatre. Then in 1929, it changed its name to the Capitol Theatre. And then in 1989, the city of Brantford changed its name again as a tribute to the memory of the Sanderson family who had supported so many local causes. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you all tomorrow.